Alright, welcome back everybody to game 3 here in the mid-ELO Empire Wars tournament. This is a best of 5 series. MrMonty is down 0-2, so he's down 2 matches. His opponent AoE2 Hostage has the chance of clinching it here with a 3rd win in a row. MrMonty's going to do everything he can to stop that, obviously. And the map today is what's called Acclivity. One of the more interesting ones from Red Bull Wololo 3 in my opinion. Kind of a ridge line through the middle, and a bit of a valley for each player with a lot of good resources on the outside on an external ring of ridge. So it's usually a fight for who can put castles and towers and production buildings in the middle first and get an advantage that way. Map control obviously very important in every map, and I'm liking AoE2 Hostage's map gen on this one. The ridgeline is just a bit closer to his fort than it is for MrMonty. But if you look at the map, he's got a bigger chunk of the map. Anyway, let's get on with it. So MrMonty's playing as the Berbers, and he's up against the Aztecs, which Aztecs are a good civ, certainly. Monk civ, infantry civ. Neither player dropping. Well, yeah, MrMonty's gone stable for the first time. AoE2 Hostage is not going scouts. Although he could, yeah, he's going Eagle Warriors, so he doesn't need to stable to go scouts, obviously, he's Aztec. So he's still keeping his strategy of early aggression with scouting units. Let's see how MrMonty handles that. MrMonty needs to get a win on this or he's out. Both players walling off their base as much as they can. This will be really important for MrMonty if he can keep these Eagle Scouts out of his base. He'll be in better shape. Although one's getting in already. Pikemen probably not the right unit. Oh, 2, 3. Oh! Nice wall. Nice quick wall. So only one scout in. At least so far. MrMonty's Pokeboy goes down. His villager will go down as well. Though the villager is a sacrificial villager, he walled himself off in order to keep all 3 scouts out. So, good play all in all. Obviously, MrMonty would like to keep those losses to a minimum, but he's only lost 1 villager and kept all the early aggression out of his base for now. Meanwhile, he's built 3 scouts of his own, and he'll look to see where he can strike. His opponent, AoE2 Hostage, has done a good job walling off. He's got a tight little circle of walls, whereas MrMonty's got a bit of a bigger ring to deal with. I love how this guy's kind of just trapped. Low HP too. I don't know, I think I like Berbers better than Aztecs in this situation. We'll have to see, of course. But I like the mobility of the Berbers. Another barracks going down. Obviously, Aztecs are a bit telegraphed. You're going to know what they're going to do. It's going to be an infantry monk push, possibly siege. 4 Eagle Warriors out on the field for Hostage. 4 scouts and 2 spearmen for MrMonty. But the scouts are a bit... they're a bit useless at this point when you're fully walled off like this. They'll try to do what they can, and it's what you gotta do. Even if you're not gonna break through, you need to just at least distract the player, the enemy, from their build order. This scout really not doing anything stuck inside here. Maybe could be used defensively, but I'd like to see the spearmen cause some trouble on one side of the map while the scouts try to break in on the other side. But a really tight fortress from AoE2 Hostage. And this is something that Hostage did really well in the other games. He's attacking multiple fronts, trying to divide Monty's attention. Monty not worried about it at this point, I'd say. He's able to keep he's got villagers everywhere around his walls, so they'll be able to quick wall anything off. House walls behind the palisades being the standard. Monty's dropping another stable, and both players going to Castle H around the same time. Mr. Monty clicking bloodlines, so they'll probably go knights, maybe cav archers, building the gate in the back so that we can start expanding outwards. And a third stable, so yeah, I'm thinking knights. I'm thinking knights from Mr. Monty. Obviously, you need an archer range to build cav archers, but you better watch out here. Camel archers, the special unit from the Berbers, is also an option, though those are more for anti-cavalry. But Mr. Monty better repair that palisade wall pretty quickly here. Mr. Monty, better repair that palisade. There we go. Oh, look what we have here. Is this overpicking on berries? Mr. Monty likes that. I see 1, 2, 3 bodies on the ground. 4 kills for Mr. Monty. And is he going to get through on time? Doesn't look like it. It's going to be close. Oh, he does get a quick wall. The game lagged just in time to make that interesting. But still, damage done. Meanwhile, these guys got in. That's not good. One of them should be weak, though. Yeah, there he is, the weak one. Knights are on the field now for Mr. Monty, so they should be able to clean this up. So +2 defense knights. No offensive upgrades yet. Forging was probably coming, but still, they need Eagle Warriors +1/+1. Not bad, but they will die to knights at this point. And if you're hostage, you don't want to lose any Eagle Warriors early. You want to mass these. That's the benefit, is having lots of them running together. So any Eagle Warriors that Monty can snipe at this point is a good thing. So these scouts will cause a ruckus. Forward siege workshop from Mr. Monty. This is classic Monty, and this is what I like to see from Mr. Monty too, is him playing more in his comfort level. Looks like he cleaned up that scout. We got 6 knights on the field, 7 knights, 11 knights total, 3 scouts against 10 Eagle Warriors. And the Vil count is also in Mr. Monty's favor, 47-42. Both players are on 1 TC. No, excuse me. Second TC has been dropped by hostage. And we're seeing some pikemen in the mix as well, which is the right call, I'd say. I'd expect a monastery to go down. Yep, monastery going down by both players. They'll be thinking relics. They're obviously thinking conversion. Certainly the Aztec player will look to convert some of these knights. But the knights should just run around, just keep away from engagements for now. Maybe once they have the high ground. Maybe snipe a free build while they're at it. Go ahead. Oh, nope, I gotta run right by. Scorpions are a good call as well, but not when they get singled out like that. Looked like that was a 1 knight to 2 Eagle Warrior thing there. And what Mr. Monty will do, he'll kite along until there's a bit of a separation between the pikemen and the Eagle Warriors, and then he'll engage. But looks like AoE2 hostage is having none of that. Mr. Monty's also looking to split the attention wherever he can. A 3rd town center going down for hostage on some gold, which is great. Meanwhile, a 2nd and 3rd town center has gone down for Mr. Monty. But the main fight is happening here in the middle, and Scorpions will continue to get pumped out of this siege workshop. Monks will be the counter by hostage. He'll look to convert knights. Oh, there's a hole right there. That should help. How many of those will Mr. Monty get? Meanwhile, over here, the monks are being sniped. Oh, great delete from Mr. Monty rather than lose the knight and delete it. Oh, he almost sniped another. Killing Vils at the same time. 11 villagers killed from Mr. Monty, only 3 killed by hostage. So Mr. Monty is using mobility to his favor. He is losing a lot of knights in doing this. So the military numbers are 13 to 25 in hostage's favor, but the Vil count is 61 to 48 in MrMonty's favor. So the Knights are definitely getting their values worth, and he's laying a lot of time away from the gold resource, which is going to be so important for the Aztecs. Eagle Warriors are expensive, monks are expensive, and I'd like to see MrMonty mass up these Scorpions rather than just sending them out one at a time, because they just keep getting picked off, which is a shame. So Hostage has cleaned up that raid, but he's lost 15 villagers to MrMonty's attacks. And there's more Knights where that came from. 10 Knights, 13 on the field, to 16 Eagle Warriors and 2 monks, and 11 pikemen. A 3 stable production versus a 3 barracks production. MrMonty will keep probing, looking for weak spots in his palisade walls. AoE2 hostage counter raiding, and he will get in. Oh, that's a bummer. Almost quick walled. This is gonna hurt. But he's raiding on the other side too, so we'll see which player can get the more value from the raid. Good job quick walling off here to keep him out, keep hostage out of the main eco. But Monty needs to garrison these gold units. He'll fight with the Knights. Try to snipe a monk or two, that's great. And for the most part, Monty will clean this up, it looks like. Going for the conversion. Oh, there's one conversion. +2 armored Knights, and Monty's done a good job catching AoE2 hostage out on this 3rd TC, and sniping builds left, right, and center. So MrMonty's killed 20 villagers, he's lost 15. Scorpion's still coming out of the siege workshop. Lots of Knights in the background for MrMonty. MrMonty's using his mobility to great effect, and he really devastated the military with that last raid. It says 31 military. They're all Eagle Warriors. I'm not sure where they are. They must be just scattered around the map. There's a lot of them still in the middle. Kind of useless. A few more over here, but they're not where the Knights are. That's for sure. And the Knights are really hurting the eco. Yeah, just really spread out the Eagle numbers. And if we look at the Vil count, it's 57 to 63 actually in Hostage's favor, which is a bit surprising. I would have thought MrMonty had more Vils than that. Military numbers about the same. Though Monty's eco is in a bit of a healthier spot. He needs more gold, but Monty's got plenty of food. And these Knights, a lot of Knights. Military numbers shifting to Monty's favor. He'll take as many fights as he can get where there aren't pikemen involved. And it's losing some there in the middle. I think that was not the greatest fight, but he was fighting on 2 fronts. And he did snipe a few kills over here while that was going on, so. Yeah, the siege is a great idea in practice, but it's not been as effective as MrMonty would have liked. I think never really got a mass of Scorpions going, which isn't the end of the world, certainly. But just a chaotic mess going on everywhere. Light Cav being researched by MrMonty, he'll look to... Oh, that's it. AoE2 Hostage has called it. He's been on the back foot, I'd say. Has not been able to expand like MrMonty did, who was relatively untouched back here with a lot of great gold and wood. Probably could have clicked up to Imperial Age soon if he wanted to. Well done, MrMonty. So he's still alive. Our hero from Ta has made it a 1-2 game. He needs to keep winning, though, if he wants to keep his hopes alive in this tournament. Thanks for watching. This has been Sneaky Chiefy casting, and I will be back with, game 4 in this best of 5 finals in the Mid-ELO Empire Wars tournament. See you then.